Hey, we're back. Part 2. This
Part
week's
dos.
show. Pre-NLCS, ALCS.
Mm-hmm.
The division series are over. We've got the Red Sox and the Astros.
So now
and
you're
we've
down
got
to winning. You have to win
8
8
games. And we've got the Dodgers and the Brewers. And I said it a second ago. I think it's the Brewers and the Astros. You guys are thinking the Brewers and the Red Sox. Both you guys, I think.
I got Red Sox. And I'm actually going to take, after watching the Dodgers, I'm going to take the Dodgers.
I think it's going to be the Red Sox, and then I think it could be a coin flip. I don't know. I'm happy either. As long as the National League wins, I don't care really.
I'll be okay
and this is-
with the Brewers.
Yeah, I'll be
winning,
too.
Because they're National League or because they were American League?
No, I'll be okay with the Brewers winning this round and getting to the playoffs.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then the
not-
Astros, you don't think?
I think
They've got the most National League in them out of those teams,
Yeah.
and they play real baseball.
They don't play real baseball anymore.
Not
They
anymore.
play with a designated hitter there now.
Right.
Houston does?
Yeah.
So Houston's the American League team,
Right.
and Milwaukee's the National League team?
Yes.
Yes.
They used to be switched.
That's not how it was when I was younger.
Oh, I know, but neither. We
I
also
remember,
played with
the
wooden
Cardinals
bats.
playing the Brewers in the World Series.
We also played with wooden bats and when we were little kids
Right.
too, and we don't do that anymore either. But
Well, the coach used to supply them.
yeah,
Now they don't do that anymore
no,
either.
no, you got to buy your own. Got to buy your own
And we
logo.
had like 4 helmets in the little green Army
Yeah.
surplus
We had
bag.
the
Remember that?
earmuff things.
Every coach
Oh,
had
the
an Army
earmuff wraps.
Yeah.
The earmuff wraps.
Oh, the base. No,
Yeah,
those
the
were the
earmuff-
base
those are
runners.
base runners.
Yeah.
The base runners.
I
We
have-
had those to hit with when I was played Little League.
Oh, they no, no,
Really?
we had real helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, we gave
We
real
had real
helmets.
helmets, and 2 of the 4 had the foam like missing. So
Oh,
they would-
sure, yeah, it would rattle around your head.
Around your head.
If you got hit, it never ding.
Sure.
Yeah,
Now-
no, I have an
Now, because of lice,
I have an 8-inch.
you don't share helmets.
No, I have an 8-inch.
That's
Right.
what they said.
Right. Well, I don't have to worry about that myself. But yeah. I
8
understand.
stitches right there.
From one of the
Wearing the
rattle
wrap
helmets?
around, no, the wrapping
Oh.
around helmets, running the bases. Slid in third base, throw was off a little bit. I turned my head, and ball hit me right there.
So a question I have is, what we talked about in the first segment about pitchers and hitting. The one thing that I think I noticed a little bit more in this last playoffs, there's a little more running going on. Do you think the stolen base is something that will come back eventually with the pitching or not?
No,
No.
it's not going to come back unless you got guys that
To hit
are
singles.
just freaks and can hit the ball 500 feet and also run a 40.
It's interesting because I noticed a little more running. Boston runs a little bit.
Beer league softball is more like it.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what it
funny,
reminds you of.
with the exception of the guy with the Yankees, okay, who struggles behind the plate.
Gary Sanchez.
The majority of catchers now, you don't want to run on them. I mean,
No.
it's really and when the
And
ball,
guys are throwing 96, 98.
it's hard.
Yeah,
to
it's
see.
It's getting there quick.
It's hard to steal.
It's getting there quick, and
is.
it's bam, bam, and the fastest guys there. It'd be hard. It used to be that you had a little bit better, and you got guys throwing it slower. You had a little bit more time, leg kick. Now everybody's moving, and again, you're playing for 3-run homers, so you don't want to. Everybody's playing the Orioles kind of baseball back in the day when who was the manager.
How'd you
there?
feel about
Earl Weaver.
Earl Weaver.
how'd
yeah.
you feel about the ALCS ending on a replay?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I thought it was obvious they got the right call, but I liked it.
And what if it gets reversed after they've celebrated, jumped up and down, and hugged each other and stuff?
That's what I was thinking. You got to come back and play it again.
Yeah, come back and play it again. Yeah.
How much
I
energy
liked it.
have
It's
you
almost like-
expended?
the only thing I can compare is the guy that gets the Gatorade dumped over him, and then
They review.
they return the kickoff for 100
100
yards,
touchdown.
and they lose the game.
Well, that did happen.
I know. I've seen it happen.
It has happened. It happened at LSU one year when they celebrated, and the next play
They lost.
They
lost.
got it right.
And that's almost like with the replay.
Are you a fan of replay? I mean, both
I
of
like
us.
it. It's just to the point where it's a little bit ridiculous.
I don't like the 6 visits. I don't like it's like
By
they're
the
up-
catcher?
yeah,
You
or the
limit-
manager or the pitching coach can't come out. It's six times is what they were saying, and I forget Boston or New York had used up all theirs or something. I'm going. They don't. This isn't what baseball's longer. Not because of the game. I think it's longer because of the commercials. They give more time to the people. If they cut the commercials down, the game would still be about
Right, but then we couldn't pay players $26
Exactly
million.
right. Exactly right. That's exactly right. But so it's not necessarily the game is longer. They want
See,
to
baseball, it's not really
the game.
affecting it like it does in football, where the guy goes down every, I heard someone on football and just when you pull that trying to slow the offense down and you go down,
Oh my gosh.
okay, for an injury, you should
Yeah.
have to sit out 4 plays.
Yeah.
And we'll see how much. The other day, and it was so funny, the LSU game, they're slowing them down on that last drive, and someone went down. And then the Gators ran a play, someone went down. And then the Gators ran a play, and it was hilarious. 2 guys went down. And then one guy saw that someone else was already down, and he jumped back up right away instead of.
Well, I know one thing on that play. The second guy that went down, he went down because he got his butt drilled into the ground. If he was laying down, he was laying down because he got rocked. Because I watched him get blocked, and he got pancaked, and then a 300-pounder landed on him.
Do you watch any college volleyball?
Yeah.
One of the interesting things with college volleyball now is each team gets 3 replays.
Yeah.
And guess what? There's maybe one time during the entire match where it's going to be in question.
Yeah.
So what are coaches doing with those replays?
Calling for timeouts.
Using them for timeouts.
Yeah.
Hey, we need timeouts there at the end. I've already used both my timeouts. I need a replay on that. And you've got to start. But baseball, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. There's no reason you have to come out of the box every single play,
Right.
pitch and everything like that. But for the most part, a lot of the strategy, I am glad we have 21 more possibilities of games where they can point to first base to walk the guy because it's over next year. And I think that's the one year of stupidity right there.
Yep.
Right. They did it the other night.
Yeah, they pointed.
They pointed-
No,
pointed-
they've still got the pointed. The pointed has to go through the entire season.
Yep.
This will be the
you
1
know,
year of pointing.
If you're going to have Angel Hernandez call a game, you need to have
Well,
you need
you're
to have
going- you're going there.
You need to have replay. All right, if you miss 3 out of 3 calls,
He only missed 3 out of 4. He got 1 right. And
Yeah, if you missed 3 out of
because
4.
it was said that if he was a batter, 1 out of 4 batting 250, you're doing
Yeah,
okay.
he'd still be
in the league.
He'd still be in the league.
Yep.
right? If he could hit a home run every now and then, if he could get
Yeah.
a right call. But he was behind the plate, and I thought some
And
of
then
the calls
that's how he got rewarded for that first base debacle.
Yeah,
he got to go behind the plate the next day.
for the last game, and I thought there were some calls that were borderline that were going against the Red Sox.
Yeah, the Yankees and CJ again. It's that home field. Is it the home field call or whatever? But that pitch on the corner, the Yankees were getting it.
It's either a strike or it's not a strike. It doesn't matter where it's home or away.
I totally agree.
Right, if
And
you're
I saw that he didn't have.
He didn't-
But then, all across the league, every year he is the worst umpire.
I understand. Yeah, I get
How-
it. But see,
How do you not? I don't think. And we're back. We had some technical difficulties, so I don't know exactly. We were talking to Angel Hernandez. I don't think his team advanced to the
Right.
LCS.
Right.
So we'll get new crews, but let's wrap up these last 5 minutes with the actual game breakdown.
Right, Boston. I mean, you got Sale versus Verlander in game
That's a
1.
heck of a game
I
right
can't
there.
wait. It's going to be awesome.
too bad that can't be a World Series game.
Yeah,
Well,
it would be awesome.
I think the Brewers and Dodgers have.
But
something
if you're a
to
Red
say
Sox
about
fan, how do you feel in game 2? You got David Price, who has not done well in the postseason.
that. He doesn't do well against the Yankees,
Okay.
I think, and we'll see. I mean, he's a heck of a pitcher.
He's a great pitcher.
Cora wouldn't be throwing him out there
No.
If you
he
didn't
couldn't.
think right,
I'll tell you the guy I'm scared of because that's the guy that the Yankees started against Sale in game 1 in the division series is the guy that the Brewers are starting. Okay, that undecided guy.
You got TBD.
And you got Kershaw against undecided.
right.
Undecided hasn't been faring well.
No.
well, but in fairness, undecided is undefeated. So undecided has never lost a game.
You're right. So
In his whole
undecided's going to
career.
go, and when you're looking at it from the Brewers, undecided basically is he going to go bullpen by committee in
Yes.
game 1?
Yes.
Yes.
In game 1,
In game 1,
Game 1, yes. I agree.
I think in
the
every
starter's
game.
going to go 4 innings.
I don't think the starter will go more than 4. We should do an over/under of the number of innings from starting pitchers from Milwaukee. If the series only goes 4 games, 16 innings, over or under.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
I would take the under or 17
about
innings.
average?
17
17 innings, right.
I'd take the under.
Take the under. I would too.
On 17 innings?
The under on
Yeah.
17 in a 4-game series.
Or on any series times 4 plus 1. So if it goes 6, 25 innings.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And you're taking the under.
I'm taking the
I would
under.
too.
I'll take the over on that.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll give you another one. 4.5 pitchers a game, over or under.
For who?
For the
Any team? For the
Brewers.
Brewers?
4.5 pitchers a game. 5-game series, you've got.
I would take the under in that because I think there'd be some games where
See,
you
I'll
get
take-
where you go
yeah.
3 and then 2 and 2.
I'll take the over on that
5,
one.
7.
I'm with
What-
Eddie.
what?
I'm with Eddie. I think.
You
Yeah.
think they'll use less than 4.5 a game?
I think they
But
would
the
use
guy
4.
will
I think it would
average-
average 4.
4?
See, I think it'll average 5. I don't know why. I just think it's going to
Yeah,
average 5.
that's highly
And then-
possible.
And then the starter will go 5. That's why I don't think he'll go 4. I think the starter will go average 5.
No.
But then for every 4, you're going to need a 6,
That's
and
right.
that's not going to happen.
That's right.
Right.
That's nobody's going 6 for the.
That's a good. Well, that'll be fun
Check
to
that
look
out.
back.
We can track that. We can track.
So I'm
it.
exact. You two are together. I'm the exact opposite.
And I think that the real
agree with you.
series I think is going to come down to who can get the timely hit. Yeah, that's nothing new, right? That's nothing. There's nothing genius about that statement. But I think in terms when pitching is so good in the era where we are, where you talked about spot relievers and guys who come in and only get one guy out or 2 guys out, and that's their only job. It comes down to the fact, can somebody make a swing on a mistake and put a ball in play or drive in a run or hit a fly ball or hit a home run? Because the Dodgers against the Braves scored most of their runs via the home run.
Be the home run.
Question for you. And oftentimes when it comes to series like this, usually, it's that one guy that winds up hitting 600 for the series, or the guy that hits the 4 home runs, or whatever.
Right.
Who is the hottest guy in baseball right now?
Yelich?
Yelich.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
But but Yelich is going to have to deal with Kershaw at least once and maybe twice.
Maybe twice.
And Kershaw's a tough lefty. Lefty on lefty would be difficult for him. So at least 2 games I think he's going to struggle because I think the game's going to go. I think Kershaw's going to pitch twice. I don't think either team's going to sweep.
No.
I think it's going to go 6 games on both. I'll say 6 on both.
The days of 1-4-7 are done, right? It's 1-5. But now when you're pitching by committee,
pitching by committee, and the guy only goes 3 innings. Why not? I mean, Sale came in the other night on pitch on his day.
Well, it was his bullpen day.
It was his bullpen
throw
day.
day.
Right.
Right, but I mean, if you get to game 6, are you going to do that again? Absolutely. You're not going to just leave him out there and say, "Oh well, that's it."
Yeah.
Johnny Bullpen's going to come in.
One thing I rip on analysts in the booth all the time, but I gotta say John Smoltz is pretty good in the booth. I mean, he talks about.
There were I seriously, for the first time, and usually I hear and I'll turn it down with I had every game muted. I did not listen to any.
I know you told me that.
And that way I could walk in, out, and the game would be on. I'd watch a little bit and whatever. One of the interesting things, and I want to go back to that hot Yelich. The other player that is hot is the entire Astros lineup. And I know the Red Sox went out and scored 16 and whatever, but it was like, you've got people out there on the Astros. Correa, 3 of them were already hot. Springers and Correa is now starting to get hot. And when you've got those guys, it only takes 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the Astros right now. I just think
You've liked the Astros all year.
Yeah,
right?
I have.
To be
but
honest,
they had their peak,
Yeah.
and then wow, they've lost 7 out of 11. Or whatever.
yeah. To be honest, you
And
picked
right
them
now-
early, so I'll give you credit.
Right now, the Astros,
I picked the Yankees, and they lost. They crapped out down the stretch. But they did hit more home runs than any team in Major League Baseball.
won
this
100
year.
games.
they can hang their hat on that.
Yeah.
They won 100 games.
But I told you that the question. Beginning of the year, I said who's going to outslug them, and the answer is no one outslugged them. They just didn't pitch well enough to win it all. Just a little bit more pitching, and they would have done it. But so anyway, I think the Red Sox. I'm gonna pick the Red Sox to move on. I'm gonna pick the Red Sox and the Dodgers to play for it all, both in 6-game series. So that's my pick. I'll stay with it.
I want the Dodgers, but I just feel the Brewers. It's Red Sox Brewers.
And I've got the National League team in the American League and the American League team in the National League.
So they split. So do they play? They use the designated hitter when they're in Milwaukee?
Maybe they can now because it's old school.
Hey, we'll see. We got to go. Have a great week. We'll see you. We'll know who's going to be in the World Series maybe by the time we get there next week, but probably not if I'm right.
That's right.